Hello and welcome to this week's project. It's a Corgi Mk1 Consul. It's, I imagine, quite an old Corgi. It's got glass but no interior, and I've not seen these gunmetal blue bases on a Corgi before, so I'm kind of looking forward to this one. I don't know what the original colour was meant to be, but I am going to stick with this green and cream scheme. I quite like it. Don't know how bad the windscreen is. There looks to be a few little marks and what have you on it, but I think it's nothing that won't polish out. The rest of it's not bad at all. Solid wheels, riveted each corner. I'm going to go with the two-tone, keep the two-tone paint, even whether it's original or no, I honestly don't know, but I'm going to keep to the two-tone regardless. It was what kind of appealed to me when I saw it. This was the actual car I wanted, and it came in a two-part package with the Hillman Minks that I did last, running up the Hillman from the other week. Okay, I'm going to pop it open, get the case open. Off camera, because you've kind of seen people use a drill before. We'll have a look at the interior, and then I'll or the inside of the case anyway, and then we'll get it in the caustic, get it stripped. See you shortly. Right, let's pop it up and see what we got. Oh, off they go. It's always decent, but they're a bit hard. I'll see if boiling water does anything for them. Looks like the roof's been riveted in. Oh, that's going to be a bit of fun, trying to pop that out. The rest of the base is okay, obviously very old, so no suspension, so I'll just probably scrub that up, get it clean. Alright, so we'll tackle this roof and this area. We'll go from there. Well, hopefully I don't drill through. Okay, so rescues are out of the wash. Nothing's fell off. It's all pretty clean. Just going to give it a once over with a wire brush. So I thought I'd quickly show you what paints I'm using today. Stinel res on the end, the badger stuff that I was raving about. I'm using Pro Colour Grass Green for the green, and this is the cream is a home brew of my own. Get the colour on all the underside before I move on to painting the top. Off we go. Just keep building it up, nice like coats. Still got a bit of run over on that one side from spraying the interior. I'll do something with that in a second. Pretty happy with that for the top half. Let that dry for a bit. Put some sealer on it. Tape it up, get it ready for the bottom. Here's a thing you don't see very often. They're trying to polish up a worn out windscreen. Got a bit of Solvo Auto Solve on the go. See if I can get a bit of the scruffiness out of it. Just spreading it a bit thin with the finger before I get going with a bit of blue roll. About the most ubiquitous thing in the workshop, this. Masking material, soaking up material, washing material, first aid kit, you name it. Use the blue roll for it. Right, so this is basically the outline of the two-tone paint job. I've used a vinyl fine liner tape to tape it off. You get a lot less bleed through than you do with paper tape. Okay, so we're all taped up and ready to go. You may or may not know about this, but it could be helpful to de-tack the white paper masking tape by putting it on your t-shirt or your pullover, whatever, and just picking up a bit of lint. It reduces the stickiness of it somewhat, which when you're doing small scale stuff like this with very thin coats of paint on, sometimes the adhesive can be a little bit too strong and you'll pull your paint off with it. So if you de-tack it slightly by just putting a piece on your pulley or whatever and then taking it back off again, it just makes it that little bit less sticky, which is kind of helpful on these occasions. Sounds a bit back to front, I know, but less sticky is more on jobs like this sometimes. Okay, on we go with the two-tone colour then. I don't think this was ever a Corgi colour setup, but when I got the toy through the post, I was painting this rather fetching two-tone green and salmony pink, and I thought, you know what, I'm sticking with it. And the colour, for those that like to know about this sort of thing, is Pro Colour Grass Green. And that's that. Flash it off, and get the tape off, see how we got on. It's come out pretty well, all things considered. Just got a bit of detailing to do on that now, and call that a job. Just detailing the bumpers and the grille. Using Vallejo aluminium, goes on quite well. I like it better than just a silver, but it's the airbrushing medium, so it's quite thin and it flows quite well for these small things. As you can see, I think it covers pretty well too. Pretty happy with that. We'll carry on and do the rest off camera, or we'll be here till next Tuesday. Okay, so the black velvet is out. That can only mean one thing: put it together time. in with the screen. Got a little bit of adhesive on the screen just to hold it back in place because I drilled it out. Nice fresh new tyres. The old ones are a bit past their use by date and rock hard. As I previously mentioned, the base plate seems to be like a gunmetal blue. I do have some bluing back in amongst all of my tools at the workshop. So I think I'm going to get the blue and maybe at some point try and blue the base the way it originally was. So I've not painted it. Just going to drop a bit of Loctite down the holes and pop the rivets in. And the next time you see it, should be on the rotary, ready for a look round. 1, 2, 3. And there she is, all finished. It's a Corgi Mk1 Consul. Quite enjoyed painting this little car. Quite pleased with the way that it came out. If you enjoyed the video, do click a like for it, leave a comment, or possibly even subscribe if you want to see more of my videos. I belong to a Facebook group called the Diecast Modelers Community, where there's lots more guys that are interested in the diecast and styrene models and similar, and producing really quality stuff. A lot of interesting information, some really nice work on display. So if you wander along to Facebook and take a look at that, that might be something you'll enjoy too. Thanks very much for watching. I've been Hellboy59 and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye.